I hadn't seen one of these terminals in 10 years. Link. The evil behind everything that happened all those years ago. The attack on my village. The death of my mother. Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out. A metaphysical symmetry of curvature, man and machine. If that was art, I must have been missing something. A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires. Grabbit's independent traders. I'd bought from sketchier places out in the Gap. A sturdy chain tethered the roundabout to the ground.
Push me!
Hey, me again.
How can I help?
Did a vehicle come through here recently?
Maybe. How recently is recently?
Like 2 nights ago?
Oh, then definitely no. But wait, 2 nights ago? My brother, Voxel, he saw this giant monster.
What kind of monster?
Like a totally huge, but not real one.
Huge, but not real?
I mean, Voxel says it's totally huge, and Ember says it's not real.
Well, which is it?
I don't know what to believe.
Who's Voxel?
My brother, remember?
Can I talk to him?
I guess, but he's not as friendly or helpful as me. Real question is, will he talk to you? He's been hiding for like 2 days now. Won't speak to nobody but me.
Can you tell me where to find him? Maybe he'll talk to me.
Nuh-uh. You gotta earn that information. I don't know if I can trust you right now.
What's this about a giant monster?
Right, so my brother Voxel, like 2 nights ago, it was night time, right? And we had been playing this massive game of buzzsaws and dynamos, so I was like, wah! But, where was I?
The giant monster.
Oh yeah, right. So, later that night, he wakes me up screaming about how he saw a giant monster.
And?
That's the end of my story. Don't tell Ember I told you.
I'm looking for a boy about your age named Milo, who may have come through here.
You're asking the right guy. I remember every face that's come through here since I was a little kid.
Yeah? How many's that?
Like, at least 12. How recently are we talking?
Sometime over the past couple of nights.
Oh, didn't know. Haven't seen no kids.
See you around.
Call it if you need anything.
A sand pit. In the desert. The irony sure wasn't lost on me. It was a tire or modern art. I couldn't tell which. I wished they'd warned me about the injection. The sign was directing me towards immigration. There was an empty space where the power cell should have been. My crowbar could do plenty of things, but powering a truck was not one of them. Hobbesworth, was it?
Ah, hello again, stranger. Dude, love the goggles. Retro, retro, huh?
I'm looking for a vehicle that might have passed this way.
What kind of vehicle?
Well, I didn't get a good look, but I know it has 4 giant legs.
Legs? Word to the wise man. Vehicles have wheels.
Not this one. It walked on the sand. And it was, shaped like a dog.
Whoa, that doesn't sound like any vehicle I've ever heard of. And I've got more magazines under my bed than you can even imagine.
Do you need technical expertise to be a diagnostician?
Of course! You need to know exactly where to point your scanner. See, I come to work, and I pick up my scanner here, and then I report the problem. My interventions are key to the smooth running of Union City.
See you around, Hobbesworth.
Keep a smile on your face.
With its revolutionary self-perpetuating cleaning mechanisms.
Apologies, but you have exceeded your Spankle's allowance.
The 1 can a day limit didn't exactly support a thirst for Spankles.
Make the world shine with nuclear. Get rid of everything.
Work order received. Work order accepted.
There was something strange about the water. And there was an unmistakable smell of ozone. Up close, I could see the water was holographically concealing an electric fence? There was an electric fence back there. I wondered if it was live.
Ow!
I was shocked to discover that it was. No wonder the gangs kept clear of this death trap. I reminded myself of the collective noun. A murder of gangs. Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck. Hey, me again.
What do you need, mister?
What's wrong with Voxel?
Like, why is he hiding?
Yeah,
I told you, man. He thinks he saw a monster.
will you tell me where your brother is hiding? Maybe we can help each other out with our monster problems.
Maybe. Yeah, okay. You done me a favor. He's hiding in a bench in the garden. I told him I wouldn't tell no one, but you seem okay.
Listen, about this monster.
Jeez, man. Why are you so obsessed with monsters? They're not real.
See you around.
Call it if you need anything.
How can I help?
Excuse me.
Greetings, registered Gaplander.
Say that again, would you?
A registered Gaplander.
Thanks. Wasn't so hard, was it? I need to find a vehicle.
There are no personal vehicles in Union City.
No, it's one that I followed here from across the desert. It's got 4 giant metal legs.
There are no such vehicles registered with Union City.
Oh yeah? It definitely came this way. Kidnapped a child from my village.
Only Union City citizens can file missing persons reports.
Bye for now.
Was great meeting you.
Voxel was hiding out in the makeshift den. Hello, Voxel.
What?
My name is Foster. I've just got a few questions. I wanted to ask you if you've seen any monsters.
How do you know about the monster?
Truth is, I'm a monster hunter. I've been tracking a monster across the desert for days. I think he came through here, and I'm looking for someone brave enough to see it and live to tell the tale.
I saw it.
Can you describe it?
It was big and beastie, and it eats children, and I could hear the screaming, and it was fast and dark and silent.
Slow down, one thing at a time.
It was big, like a giant dog.
A giant dog? That sounds like what I'm after. Did you see any children?
No, but I heard them. I heard kids crying. inside its tummy.
And where did it go?
It sneaked off into the city. After that, I got in here. No way am I gonna let it get me.
You've been in here for 2 days?
Still alive, aren't I?
Did you say you heard kids crying from inside the dog?
I think so. Sure sounded like that.
Any ideas on getting into the city?
People go in and out of the main gate. Are you gonna go in there and kill it?
Sure am. That's what monster hunters do best. Then I'm gonna bring Milo and the other children back out.
You will? Oh, you better take this.
Thanks. What is it?
A firecracker. I was gonna use it to kill the monster. But you can have it.
What do I do with this firecracker?
I don't know. Throw it at the monster. But cover your ears.
See you around.
Hey, you got anything to eat? I'm kinda hungry.
I could keep an eye out.
Mr. Hobbesworth sometimes lets me have some of his lunch. He doesn't usually know that, though.
Ah, understood. Voxel's giant dog sounded a lot like the stalker that had taken Milo. Now I was sure that the stalker had entered the city. There had to be a way in through the main gates. I didn't rate my chances against all of those razor-sharp beaks. The smell of the Mini K was highly pungent. These were not my best moves. I gave the door a good tug. I gave the door a firm push. I gave the door a good tug. Right. Hit the bumper. These were not my best moves. Maybe later. The doors were locked shut. Perhaps for the best. Hey, Wendell.
Morning, son. Or afternoon. I lose track.
How do I open the back of the truck again?
1, big bumper wallop. 2, little jig. 3, pull hard.
Wallop, jig, pull. Got it. I'll be back.
I'll be here.
Right. Hit the bumper. These were not my best moves. The gangs look mean and ugly.
Come on, big fella.
The bird's beak looked especially vicious. The bird's beak looked especially vicious.
Work order received. Work order accepted.
More gangs. I knew not to provoke them. These were tough desert birds. Waving a crowbar around wouldn't faze them. The bird's beak looked especially vicious.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
The gang was too distracted.
Come on, big fella.
So this deed, pretty valuable, huh?
Oh, it's only a fundamental part of my enterprise.
And the ID that's on it?
You bet. That's a citizen's ID.
And that would grant access into the city?
You're a sharp one, ain't ya?
Guess what I just found?
A lot of nerve coming back here.
Nope. This.
What? My deed? I'll have that.
Sure, but how about I give you the deed in exchange for the citizen ID that's on it?
The deed for the ID? But
You wouldn't have it back if it weren't for me.
it wouldn't have been stolen if it weren't for you.
So we're even.
I suppose that's sort of fair.
Excellent. When do we start?
Have you got a U-chip?
Yes. My hand is still stinging.
Right then, let's get this over with, yeah? Pass me back my deed, Follow me over to my workbench. You ready to do this?
I'm not entirely sure what this is.
You want that citizen's ID, right?
Yeah. What do I need to do?
Cool. Just place your hand flat on the U-chip scanner. Over here on my workbench.
Like this?
Yeah, good enough. Let me just line up the laser. Oi, keep your hand still or you'll lose it.
Is this gonna hurt?
No more than getting the chip installed in the first place. Right, just transferring the ID now. You may feel a slight pinch. What was that?
That wasn't supposed to happen?
There it is again. Must be... nothing. Must be nothing. Looks like his name was Graham. A fine, upstanding citizen.
Graham. Got it.
Good luck, Citizen Graham.
At last I had a citizen ID. I hoped that this was going to be my key to getting into the city.
Error. U-chip firmware outdated. Authority for vehicular access denied.
The firmware on my U-chip was out of date. I realized that I'd been sold a dud by Ember. Hi.
Hi again.
There's a problem with this ID you gave me. I tried the bridge, but it wouldn't let me through. Apparently my U-chip is out of date.
Oh, right. They had to replace the hand scanner recently. Must be running on new firmware, much newer than the crappy U-chips from that old terminal.
What happened to the old hand scanner?
No idea. Why would you even ask that? I didn't take it. Shut up.
Either way, the ID you gave me doesn't work.
Hey, listen, guy. The ID is tip-top. It's your U-chip that's the problem. It's old. Like you.
Well, have you got any newer replacements?
Nuh-uh. That U-chip is in you now. It stays there. You'll need to run an update, but my guess is you can only do that inside the city.
And without the update, I can't get across the bridge. I appear to be at an impasse.
Yikes. Well, that ain't good. Could maybe hack the bridge, but... Nah. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Did you say hack?
Okay. So you know how everything here runs on Minos?
Minos? Surely that's not based off the old Link system.
That's right. When they upgraded, they dumped the old Link tech. Smart shoes, smart toasters, smart light bulbs, smart fridges. Minos makes everything smart, smart, smart. Except the humans. Anyway, you know how Hobbesworth is always pointing his scanner at stuff?
Yeah?
That's his Minos scanner. Minos scanners let guys without any smarts figure out how machines work. Old Hobbesworth has all kinds of safeguards so he can't mess things up more when they break. But with a few modifications...
Can you do more than just diagnose Minos machines?
Much more.
Remind me, what's wrong with the bridge?
Well, the bridge is fine. It's your U-chip that's the problem. That immigration terminal is old, whereas the bridge is, well, new.
And there's nothing I can do?
Other than hack the damn thing? I doubt it.
Catch you later.
Bye now.
Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out.
Unlock your button with ravaged.
One step forward, 2 steps back. I had a citizen ID, but my outdated U-chip firmware wasn't going to play nice with more modern devices.
It used to kill humans. Now Bonica does the same for your pesky germs with its revolutionary self-perpetuating cleaning organisms.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
The machine ejected a garish, beclowned can of soda labeled Spankles. The U-chip I'd been given here now contained this Graham guy's ID.
I must say, we weren't expecting to see you here outside the city.
Guess I'm an unexpected kind of guy.
Indeed.
And who are you?
My name is Greta. It is my duty and pleasure to answer any questions you may have about Union City and the local area. How can I be of service today?
Why won't the bridge open for my ID?
Your ID appears to be in order, Citizen Graham.
Said something about outdated firmware?
Ah, that explains it. Your UChip firmware is outdated. The hand scanner on the bridge was recently replaced with the latest Union City technology. When did you last update your UChip firmware, sir?
I'd say roughly never.
Dear me, that is rather unorthodox. Polite suggestion. Please update your UChip firmware at the next opportunity.
How can I update the firmware on my UChip?
To update your firmware, please speak to one of our technical support greeters.
Greta? Aren't you a Greta?
Indeed I am. Just not the right greeter. I am not installed with firmware update software. Can't risk the Gaplanders getting access, can we, sir?
Yeah, right. So the only way to update my UChip is inside the city?
That's right, sir.
But I can't get into the city without the update.
Exactly.
So I need a vehicle to get into the city.
At this vehicle entrance? Yes, that's right, sir.
Don't seem to be many vehicles going through, though.
How very observant of you, sir.
Thank you. Quiet time of year, huh?
Very. There was a delivery scheduled a couple of days ago, but it hasn't come through.
Have a nice day.
In Union City, sir, there is no other kind of day.
How can I be of assistance?
Excuse me.
Greetings, Citizen Graham.
I was going to have to get used to being called Graham.
Your body mass index is looking lower than when last recorded. Congratulations.
And I feel great, like a totally different person.
Negative. You are still Citizen Graham. How can I be of assistance?
What do you do to see you?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. I supervise this area and guide prospective citizens through the registration process.
Well, you're clearly excellent at your job.
Why, thank you. I'm the latest model, you know.
How do I get into the city?
Only citizens have access to the city.
But I am a citizen.
Then why are you outside the city walls? Diagnostician Hobbesworth is the only citizen authorized to be in this location.
Guess I got lost. How do I get back in?
The same way you left.
I'll be going now.
Have a really awesome day.
Anything you can tell me about this finger?
Whoa. Okay, this is some serious kit. The micro actuators alone are worth a bundle. Want to trade?
I think I'll hold on to it for now. Ember,
Hi again.
could I borrow your hacker? Is that a no? Could I maybe trade you something for your hacker?
Honestly, probably not.
Okay, so if you won't trade me for that hacker, could you make me one?
For a price, and a whole lot of inconvenience.
What do you mean?
For starters, you need one of Hobbesworth's minor scanners. You get me one of them, And then we can talk about next steps.
Thanks, Ember.
Later, man.